What's up, everybody? Happy Wednesday to you. Back with you live on AH Live, and we have a very special guest. It's the return of saxophonist extraordinaire Riley Richard, all the way from Cleveland, Ohio. And as you know, I've been featuring people from the album, the new album, the last several weeks. So we've already heard from Julian Vaughn, Vincent Ngala. This week we're hearing from Riley Richard. He was nice enough to play on track 6. It's called Keep On Dancing. Can't wait to play that for you guys. And of course, I'm going to throw in a tune from the archives from his last visit, which was about a little over 30 weeks ago. So it's always fun to take a look back at the incredible performances that have been happening each week here on AH Live. Speaking of which, don't forget to follow me. You can follow Adam Holly Artist page, and we're here every Wednesday, 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern. We've got fantastic guests each Wednesday, and of course, great content throughout the week. So don't forget to hit follow, and also do us a favor, click share, so we can spread the good vibes. So hey, I'm going to get you started with another new tune. I've only performed it once, so it's not the world debut like the tune with Riley will be a little later. But this is track 1 and is such a fun track. We played it at my album release this last Saturday at Spaghettini. I think a few of you watching were there, and it was such a blast. So I'm hyped up. I can't wait to play it for you. It's called Gotta Get Up, and it kicks off the new album, Rising Up. So here we go. goodness, ladies and gentlemen, we are just getting warmed up here on AH Live. That was Gotta Get Up. And it featured a really awesome horn arrangement from the one and only Michael Stever. We spent about a year on the road with Brian Culbertson. He, of course, has been working with Brian for over a decade. But back in 2014, we toured together with Brian, and it was such a blast. So I knew I had to hit him up on that track, give me some of those Earth, Wind, and Fire / Brian Culbertson horns. So that was a lot of fun. Appreciate you, Michael. So as I mentioned, we've got a brand new tune, world debut. Before we get to it, just want to remind you guys, if you want to help us out, and you guys are the reason we've been doing this show now 76 weeks consecutively. We have not missed a week. So you can click the link in the description. It'll take you to PayPal, Cash App, Venmo. It'll take you to my website if you want to grab the new album or any of my other albums or other merchandise. And of course, we have stars as well through Facebook. So can't thank you guys enough. Appreciate you so much. As I mentioned, we've got a little throwback from about 6 months ago from Riley, and then Keep On Dancing. Hope you enjoy. Riley Richard. yes. That was Keep On Dancing off the new album, Rising Up. Album number 4, track number 6. Huge thanks to Riley. Riley really came through. He's right in the middle of recording his next single. And so I was like, man, can you hook me up, Riley? So he did. He found some time to record that for us. So appreciate you, Riley. And man, track turned out awesome. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen, from Cleveland, Ohio, the one and only Riley Richard. And that leaves only one more tune, which we will debut next week. I'll tell you a little later who the special guest is. But we've got one more tune to debut, and we'll have debuted everything off of Rising Up. So appreciate you guys for all the support. Glad you're digging the new music. And, well, you know what time it is. It's time to bring in my lovely wife, Kat, with the Cat Cam. Hey.
Hi.
How's it going?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic. Always great to be back in the saddle.
Right.
How's your day going?
It's going good.
Okay.
I mean, it was a little unorthodox because, you know, Adam Jr., he didn't go to school today.
Oh, I know.
He was having some really bad ankle pain from a reoccurring ankle injury.
Right, yeah.
From basketball. He's injured the same ankle twice in basketball. So once in 2019, again in 2020, and we don't think that it's fully healed.
Yeah.
And his doctor did say back in 2020 that reoccurring injuries can take a very long time to heal. Yeah. Even like years. And so she was like, oh, I wish he would have just broken it clean so the bone can just, you know, grow back together.
That's such a weird thing. I wish you would have just broke your ankle.
Right. Well, you know, she said the ankle, you know, the bone would snap, but then it would grow back together just strong. And
no, 100%.
6 to 8 weeks, you'll be on your way. Instead of, you know, the tendons and everything just needing to be re-strengthened, and then they get loose again. And so it's been crazy. So he was in a lot of pain. He couldn't go to school today. He could barely walk on it. So we had to go to the doctor again and had to do x-rays. And so now we have to go see a sports medicine specialist and see. They're thinking that it may be an Achilles like tendon. But we're hoping that it's not that.
Yeah.
And Adam Jr. is like so bummed out because he just started his basketball season.
He just started literally last night, and we have some footage.
First practice.
We have some footage for you guys when we get to the pictures and whatnot. But
so he's so bummed. He's like, "Oh my gosh, I can't believe I have to rest," because the doctor we saw today wasn't his regular doctor because had to get a same day appointment. But she's like, "Oh, he needs to rest from PE and basketball for a month." And Adam Jr. said, a month? So I said, let's just wait like a week. And then whenever we could get in to see the sports medicine specialist and see like what we can do. If you need to wear like a brace while you're playing. But we've been wrapping his ankle while he's playing basketball, which a lot of athletes have to wrap and tape certain parts of their body, you know, when they're playing. So I just hope it's not super, super serious where he can't play for like 6 months or something.
I know. It's so crazy.
Because he'll be so sad. But other than that, I'm okay.
Yeah.
It was just kind of a weird day. We got up, you know, everything's normal. We're getting ready for school. And then as we're walking out the door, Adam Jr., you know, is like puppy dog eyes and tears swelling in his eyes. Because he was in so much pain. And then you know, trying to get the appointment, going to the doctor, and then x-rays and all that.
Yeah.
Just kind of tired.
Yeah.
But how are you?
Well, I'm okay. We had a busy day here working on music and, you know, just having a lot of fun. Actually, I've been mixing a project for Chris Godber. If you listen to Jazz Radio, you've been hearing his new tune, West Coast Soul, and I had the pleasure of mixing that and doing a bunch of production. So there's always something going on.
Yeah.
Working on some dates, actually. Booked a couple gigs in the last couple days, which I can't wait to share with you guys. They're not contracted yet, so I can't quite announce. But I can throw up the tour schedule just to remind you guys what's coming up. I am excited for those of you SoCal people that missed the CD release at Spaghettini because it was sold out. I have good news for you. I am doing this brunch. It's confirmed. It's for sale. Just search for it on Eventbrite. Just type in my name. October 3rd. It's a jazz brunch. Doors open at 10. And it is going to be so much fun. Can't wait to play down there. It's hosted by Monty Seward, and it's going to be awesome. And then if you did come to the CD release, well, if you didn't get enough, just come on down anyways and come and see me again. So Wildemar is the next city over from Temecula, if you're not familiar. Mm-hmm. So it's going to be a lot of fun. And this weekend, we're in West Texas in Lubbock. There's still a few tickets available, so grab those. It's at the Buddy Holly Performing Arts Center, a brand new Performing Arts Center. Can't wait for that. Then a lot of these dates they've been on here, so I won't repeat them. But can't wait for all of these other events to close out the year. Let's switch on over to 2022. Got some fun ones coming up as well. Daytona Jazz Weekend. Kat, I heard that they're gonna let us get on the course and ride in one of the race cars. What do you think? You want to give it a try?
Can I drive it? Or are we just riding in the passenger seat?
No, we're not driving. We're going, you're going around, Daytona, the Daytona 500 and
yeah, I know what that is, but I was asking if I would be able to drive.
Did you want to drive?
Yeah.
No. I thought you were asking because, oh, gosh, I don't want to drive. And I was going to say, oh, no, they have a driver. You get to ride. But that's actually a detraction for you. If you're driving, I'm going to go in a separate car.
That's okay. No, but yeah, that should be fun.
Yeah. No, but it should be fun. And, yeah, got a bunch of dates coming up. So as I always tell you, just go to adamholly.com and you can grab those dates and hope to see you guys soon on the road. So anyways, without further ado, what are the people saying about all the music?
Well, it's so cute. Really quick, Kurt Schmidt says about Adam's ankle, he said, and the swollen knee too.
I know. The knee got better and now it's the ankle.
The knee got better.
It's
and now
crazy.
It's because he has this little
yeah.
It's a brace that he wears every day, and it's just like a strip.
Yeah.
And he puts it around his knee, and what it does, it applies pressure on that bone that's sticking out.
Right.
And it's helped a lot, and he's been completely fine. And last night at basketball practice, he didn't have the knee brace, and he's like, "Oh no, I felt okay," but then the ankle.
That's crazy. He's growing too, so I remember going through the same thing at that age. You're growing so fast, your body's trying to keep up. So
I know, my poor AJ. Okay, so the people were so excited to see Riley Richard back playing the sax, and then of course they were excited to hear some new music.
Yeah.
And we had so many comments from everyone telling us where they're watching from.
Okay.
So let's see, Cheryl and Jerry in Austin. They say hi, Adam and Kat,
What's
and to
up?
all the AH Live fam. Michelle Dahl Wins is watching from Charleston, North Carolina. Joseph England in Chesapeake, Virginia.
Okay.
Janet Jones says she's chilling in Cleveland, Ohio.
Awesome.
Deborah Kenton is in Baltimore, Maryland.
Okay.
And then we have so many people talking about Spaghettini.
Yes.
So Paul Moore, he says he had a great time Saturday. So nice to meet you and I.
Yeah.
And he said he got himself a turntable for the album that he bought on Saturday.
Yeah.
And he loves it.
Oh, thank you so much.
That's so awesome. Nicole Caselli is wearing her Rising Up t-shirt in honor of tonight's show.
All right.
How
all right.
cute. And then Teresa Gunn says she enjoyed your performance in Norfolk.
Thank you. That was a lot of fun.
Was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And
speaking of which, it's not announced, but just write mid-March in your calendar. If you're anywhere near Norfolk, we're working on something there. So March 2022. Okay, go ahead.
When you were playing Gotta Get Up, Sharon Bradley said, this is one of my favorites on the new CD. And so many people were throwing up all their hearts when you were playing that.
Nice.
And so then when Riley came on and you guys did our pandemic throwback video.
Right, yeah.
Family Ties, I think that was the first song you guys were playing.
Mm-hmm.
Ellen Nakata Harper says, so good to see COVID curls again.
Yeah, that was right before the haircut, right before we got back on the road.
Terry Silva said she's loving the sax. so many people were saying how they love Riley, that he's so talented.
Oh,
I think I read about 4 times people were saying that he's so talented.
Oh, he's a great player.
Yeah. And I saw someone, I couldn't catch the name. I was going to write it down. And, as you know, everything skips so quickly. Someone said the saxophone guy is a cutie pie. And then I felt like maybe it was someone who knew him. I don't know, and kind of just being funny. It was funny.
Or he has an admirer.
I know. And then when you guys went to your new song, Keep On Dancing, Connie Epley said, everything sounds so good. You guys sound great together. She also said she heard your new song on Watercolors yesterday.
Oh, yeah. Rising Up. They've been spinning it. It's the title track, so appreciate it. Glad you guys are enjoying it.
And Deborah Childs Baker also said about Spaghettini, so nice to meet you both on Saturday. Had so much fun at the CD release party.
Oh, awesome.
As did Lori Erickson.
Yeah.
And then Tommy Myers. We met so many people on Saturday. We did.
It was awesome. That's what's been kind of cool is the AH Live was a way to keep in touch with a lot of people that we already knew. But then we met a lot of new people during the pandemic on the show. And then now getting to see them in person at the at the concerts has been so cool. So it's a double reunion.
And it's so funny because so many people come up and they'll say, "Do you know who I am?" Yeah. And a lot of the times I can tell who they are, even with the mask on.
Right.
If they have a mask. And then other times I have to think about it for a little bit.
Well, it's tricky too because we all change our appearance over time. Mm-hmm. So you got just in case we don't catch it right away, just remember we're looking at like a half inch or not even a centimeter photo of your Facebook profile most of the time. And then, and then there's a hat. Now you don't have a hat, so but we do the best we can.
But then if you say your name, obviously, I'll know because I'm reading them, every week. But then the face, I'm like, well, I can't see the face sometimes in the little tiny picture.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, so many people loved. I mean, I was trying to tap my hearts when both you and Riley did your song and then his song. But it was like kind of delayed because there are already like 50 hearts going up at the same time.
I appreciate it.
So people were really, really loving the music and then happy to see Riley back. And then they love his playing.
Oh, yeah.
And so many people said they loved his sound and it sounds so good.
100%.
Because it's like super like crisp and clean, but then very like it grabs your attention.
Yeah, that boy good. So no, thanks again, Riley. As I mentioned, he had a super busy week, but he was able to squeeze it in and just at the deadline got the video late last night. So appreciate it, Riley, and thanks for appearing on the record. Really awesome addition, and it's a fun tune. We had fun playing that one. We did it at Spaghettini too. It's a nice upbeat tune. So awesome. Well, hey, so we have a bunch of pictures and videos from the last week. You mentioned Spaghettini. Here's a great picture from Spaghettini. Yeah. And we had some awesome people on stage with us. Carnell Harrell on keyboards. He's all over the new record as well. We co-wrote 3 of the tunes. Actually, the one you're hearing right now, which is my jam. Oh, yeah. Let's get down tonight. And we co-wrote, what else did we write together? I'll have to think about that for a second. Undeniable. And one other one. It'll come to me. We also had Eric Valentine on drums. It's kind of hard to see back there behind the plexiglass, but Mr. Chocolate, and he played on, I think, 7 of the tunes on here. And Keith McKelly on saxophone, fantastic saxophonist, and Daryl Williams on bass. And all of these guys are great artists in their own right, so I always feel fortunate when they're available to come through. So we had a blast. Here we are doing probably Tell Me You Love Me, which is track 10 off the new album. And you were looking gorgeous as well with your, your lioness dress or a cheetah dress. I'm not sure what.
It's leopard print.
Leopard, thank you. I knew it was one of the big cats. It's one of the big cats. But it's always a nice moment. Lately, we've been doing that as a duet, and it's always a nice... we need some stools so we can really go for the unplugged vibe, you know?
Yes. I would really like a stool.
And here is you and Grammy at Spaghettini. This must be earlier before you changed.
Yeah, that was earlier before I changed into my clothes, stage clothes. And yeah, that's Grammy. And it was so cute to have Grammy there because this is only her second outing.
Yeah.
Through the pandemic and then having survived COVID. And she looks cute, huh? Look at her.
She's ready to get on stage. Cut a rug. And then this was after the show, after the CD line, and you had some of your peeps in the house, Kat.
I did. And then even though this is the same outfit that I had on before the show, this is...
oh, yeah, you did change.
after the show, because a lot of the times we'll change... back into regular clothes after the show when we're getting ready to leave. So yeah, these are some of our friends. Adam, he played basketball with two of their sons back in 2019, and then we all kind of just became mom friends. Even if the boys, don't see each other because they all go to different schools and different ages. But you guys, look in this photo. Look at Adam Jr. He's taller than me.
He's officially taller than you. He's been threatening here for a while, but I think it's official.
Right.
I think it's official.
Look at him. Oh, my goodness. I can't take it.
And a lot of people were shocked, just because of the pandemic and whatnot. A lot of us haven't seen each other in person in quite a while. And so everyone was like, oh, my God, what happened? Yeah. So he's coming after me.
I know. Oh, my goodness.
So... he's got a little ways to go. I'm about 5'11", and he's about 5'3". So I got some time still. And then we had a few. I think these are a few videos from his basketball this last week. Let's see. Let me click on it.
Running and dribbling with the left, and then did a layup with the left.
Here, I'll play it one more time. She's been going at it. Let's see. I think we've got it. He's been doing great, and I think we got it. Boom. So, yeah. So, we were originally thinking of showing these before, obviously, his injury. So now it's a little bit like, now he's got to wait. So he was so excited. He did tryouts last week. Then yet last night was the very first night of practice. So, but he'll be back soon. We'll get him fixed up.
Yeah. He'll get fixed up. Calling me a drill sergeant.
You were. Because I joined you guys later. They were at the court here in our community. And I got there maybe 10, 15 minutes later. And she had him doing drills. And he had a pretty stern look on his face. He was like,
he was mad. Mom. He was not happy with me. And then he was even more mad because it was getting dark and I was defending him and I needed him to, get around me and make the shot. Because he does a lot of things by himself, and then training obviously is different than when you're actually scrimmaging or playing against someone.
Of course,
and you have to think fast and you have to move fast and make smart decisions, and then all thinking about your mechanics and everything at the same time. And so he was getting frustrated at himself because he was messing up. Yeah. And I said, but when you're playing, you can't just stop. You have to keep going, Right. And so I had told him, I said, we're not going back home until you get past me and you make a shot. And that took probably like 35 minutes. Yeah. And it was dark, and the mosquitoes and moths were flying around us. Yeah. But he finally got it. Yeah. Because Dad came in and was a little nicer. Oh.
You are too funny. Well, hey, did we have any Ask Adam questions come in?
Do.
I know we had Harold emailed one in, so I know we have that one. Let's go for it.
Okay, so Harold Jordan, his question is, have you produced any other vocalists other than Kat?
And see, look, that was great timing. You're singing right now here on the backing track here. We got a little bit of Hello from my second album. But yes, I worked with a bunch of vocalists. Right now I'm working with a great gospel singer, Tom Washington. And I think we finished 3 of his tunes so far. I'm working on a 4th right now. and having a lot of fun with him. So check him out, Tom Washington. It's Thom, and then Washington is the traditional spelling. And I worked with another vocalist, Evelyn Miller. Had a lot of fun with her. We actually redid a Mesa song, and that turned out really, really cool. So yeah, I've been working with a lot of different people, a lot of instrumentalists, a lot of vocalists, and just having a lot of fun with it. So got a bunch of new releases coming up in the next couple weeks. Richard Smith featuring Richard Elliott. D. Lucas has a new track out that I did. Jeff Ryan has a new track coming out that I did that I'm also featured on. And I think I'm leaving out a couple. I think there's 4 or 5 coming out in the next month or so. So really feel fortunate to all the people hit me up to work on their projects, and just having fun with it.
Having fun with it.
Yes.
Cece, who's watching from London, hi. She says, is it best to order the CD and it be sent abroad, or use one of the streaming sites to download it?
Oh, well, either is fine. If you order it, you can order it from Amazon, of course. If you order it through my website, I will sign it and send it to you personally. So it's really up to you. We're happy that you're listening, no matter what. But of course, we always like it when you get it through the website. I could sign it, send it to you. So yeah, all of the above.
Isabella, who's watching, gosh, I can't remember where she's watching from, but it's really far.
Okay.
She says, what inspired you to choose guitar when you first started playing?
Oh, that's a great question. There aren't any guitar players in my family. We didn't have a guitar at home, but for some reason, that was the instrument that stuck out to me on those records I'd listened to. We had a bunch of vinyl records. We had a bunch of cassettes. That was the era of cassette. And probably all of the 60s and 70s music just had a lot of guitar in it, and it just kind of stuck with me. I mean, as long as I can remember, I wanted to play the guitar. So hasn't stopped. Still sticking with it. I was just thinking the other day, I was like, gosh, I've been playing guitar 27 years and piano 28. So that's kind of wild to say, but
I know.
Still having fun with it.
Cheryl Walter says, what is your favorite guitar effect on the pedal board?
Oh, gosh. Well, when I'm playing most of the show, I'm mostly using reverb and delay. And what both of those create is ambience, and they help make the sound a little bit bigger. But I don't use a lot of effects on the quote-unquote Adam Hawley artist sound, if you will. It's just reverb and delay. But of course, I have a ton of pedals, ton of effects I enjoy using. It's always fun to throw some distortion on and do my Jimi Hendrix impression or Prince impression. Wah-wah is great. I use a lot of wah-wah on the records for the rhythm guitar. But yeah, I'm pretty conservative with the sound for most of the gig. And then, of course, I have my vocoder. If you've seen me live, I love throwing the vocoder in for all the party stuff. So that's a lot of fun, too. But,
Kat Finn, help me out with where Isabella's watching from. She's in Dubai.
Oh, my goodness. What's up? Thanks for tuning in. That's probably the middle of the night right now.
I know. Michael Brown says, I've seen you perform live with Rebecca Jade. Have you ever recorded with her?
I have not recorded with Rebecca, but that would be fun. She's very talented. If you guys are ever on the Dave Koz cruise, you've seen her. She's fantastic. I forget the name. Oh, they changed the name of the band. It's the Party Band every year. They have a new name for it based on where we are. Mm-hmm. But they're fantastic. Her and Ken and everybody else on there, Carnell. But then she also tours with Sheila E. So if you ever see Sheila E., she's singing background with her. So, yeah, Rebecca's fantastic.
Isabella said it's 5:45 a.m. in Dubai.
Oh, well, thank you for waking up early. That's not so bad.
Jocelyn Roach says, who would you most like to collaborate with that you haven't yet and had the opportunity to?
Wow, that's a great question. Well, an easy one to throw out there is Sting. I mean, he's a musician's musician.
Yeah.
He's just so melodic, such great lyrics, but then his music, it has a lot of goodies in there that musicians really respond to. Great chord changes, great rhythms, and he finds a way to put all that together and still have it be musical and memorable. So he definitely would be a fun one to collaborate with. And you guys have asked this question for me a few times before. definitely you think of some of the greats that we've lost, so definitely Grover Washington would have been amazing. Wayman Tisdale's a big influence on me. It would have been amazing to collaborate with him. Joe Sample is a big influence on me. So those are some of the ones I think about. George Duke as well. We've lost so many legends. So I look up to all of those, and they've all added a lot to my repertoire. So those are a few of them.
When you were talking about Rebecca being in the party band, Lori Erickson says, love the party band. Party.
I know. They kill it. Oh, my goodness. Ken Turner and Rebecca J, they be killing those vocals. They are fantastic.
And Isabella says your guitar playing style reminds her a lot of George Benson and Lee Ritenour.
Oh, thank you. No, they're both huge influence. I've been fortunate to meet both of them, and they're the nicest guys ever, which is so cool. It's great to meet your heroes and have them just be super supportive. And so, yeah, we just saw Lee in Cabo at the Cabo Jazz Festival.
Oh,
and then I met George when I was with the Manhattan Transfer back in, I think, 2010, roughly. We were at the Hollywood Bowl for the Playboy Jazz Festival, and he was just the nicest guy. So they're both awesome.
Deborah Kenton says, Kat, when are you coming out with an album? You have an amazing voice.
That was like the $1 million question at Spaghettini. I think about 5 people asked you that.
Yeah.
So we're working on it. We're working on it.
At least 2 people every time we go ask me that.
No, it's coming, ladies and gentlemen. It's coming. We're formulating.
Who you really should be asking is Adam, because he doesn't ever have time for me.
Oh, come on now.
What do you mean, oh, come on now? You don't.
No, we're gonna work it out.
We were thinking about doing this years ago, and he goes, oh, let me just finish my album. And he finished his album, and then he was producing someone else's album.
And that was my first album, and now 3 later. No,
right.
we're gonna work it out, because before it was something I had thought of. I was like, man, it'd be great for you to do a project. Now there's also, in addition, people are like, burning our ears. They're like, hey, what's up?
I know.
So it's time. Let's do it.
You said people are burning our ears.
Yeah.
That is so funny. Cece says, thank you for the CD advice. She will place her order.
Awesome. Yeah, if you want to do the website, it's very easy. Just adamholly.com/shop.
And when we were talking about collaborations, Deborah Kenton says Prince or Larry Graham.
Yeah. Well, fortunately, I didn't collaborate in the sense that I recorded, but I did get to play with Larry, I think, three different times. Twice on the Dave Koz Cruise and once at the Cancun Jazz Festival, and it was such a blast. So I definitely, and I've got there's some great footage on my YouTube channel, actually, me playing, because Prince had just passed away. So I'm playing Purple Rain with Larry Graham. So that was really special. So.
Deborah Kenton, talking about a Kat Holly album, says, please, Kat. And then in all caps, she says, Adam, let's get it. We need a Kat album.
All right. A Kat album.
Lori Erickson says, yes, Kat, you must put out a CD. Come on, Adam, produce your lovely wife.
All right. Let's do it.
That is so funny. Well, that's all for our Ask Adam. I just have I think there probably were at least 10 people saying how cute Grammy looked at Spags.
Yes.
And Grammy looking like a diva.
Yeah, she ready. Like I said, she ready to cut a rug.
And she really looked cute. And for a while, she kind of was worried about her hair, because when she was battling COVID, she had lost a lot of her hair, as do a lot of people that have COVID. Some people haven't lost, as we know already, so many people have different symptoms, either one symptom or all of them or 2 or none. But for her, she was losing a lot of her hair, so it was thinning, but it looked cute. It came back and, it looked nice.
Yeah, no, for sure. No, she came up and showed out, as did the rest of you. Thank you so much for coming through. The show sold out like 6 weeks before the actual date, so just appreciate your guys' support. And as I mentioned, all of you SoCal people, whether you made it Spags or not, October 3rd, we have that jazz brunch. So grab your tickets, just go on Eventbrite, and we will see you there. It's gonna be fun.
See you there. Well, yeah, that's all.
Awesome. Thanks, Kat. We will see
welcome.
you next week.
Bye.
All right. And as I mentioned, we have one final song from the new album. Here, I'll throw up the album there. As I mentioned, you can order it now, adamholly.com. Of course, you can get it from Amazon as well and all of the streaming sources. But if you want an autographed copy, just go to adamholly.com/shop. And next week, we have the one and only Steve Cole in to help me do the final reveal, track 2. It's called, what is it called? Keep It There. And he was so nice to jump on that track. And of course, I'll go back into the archives and grab one of his performances from when he first showed up on AH Live. So Wednesday, September 22nd, 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern, the one and only Steve Cole with track 2 off of the new album, Keep It There. So it's going to be a blast. And one more reminder, if you want to help us out, you can just click the link in the description. PayPal, Cash App, Venmo. You can get to my website. And, of course, we have stars through Facebook. So appreciate you guys. I'm going to send you out with one final tune. It's another new tune off the record. I think this is the second time I've played this, so it'll be still a little bit new to you guys. It's track 5. It's called On the One. Kat says this is her favorite. Oh my goodness, that was a workout. That was a workout, ladies and gentlemen. That was called On the One. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. Big thanks again to Riley Richard for coming through. And we will see you all next week with the one and only Steve Cole. Hope you all have a great evening. Good night.